they've told you about lash extensions. Unless it, like, look at my hair. Like, anyone this sparkly with this big of hair, like, that ain't happening, you know? Unless it's, like, my husband's birthday, and then the shower cap comes out, and I include the lashes in that shit. These are too expensive. I'm not wasting them on that. Come on. That's not what I call funfetti. No, no. No, thank you. I am here from Arizona. A lot of people ask me what it's like to live in Arizona. Well, I want you to picture this. Imagine like boiling a cup of water, and then you're going to use that to brush your teeth while there's a hairdryer just blowing in your face. That's the cold faucet in the summer. If you accidentally hit the hot, you might blow up the whole house. It's bad. Yeah, this is the only place I've ever lived where if you accidentally trip and fall on the sidewalk, you might actually die. Like, you'll fry like an egg. So scary. Scary. It's not all bad, though. You know, like, if I've got a long drive sometimes, I'll just, like, pop some brownies on the dash and bake that shit, you know? You know, it's like a snack and a car air freshener. And 2 for 1. No, it's nice. It's not so good with like the weed edibles though, you know, I get pulled over a lot. So, yeah. Last time I was here, I was in Hollywood and I stopped by one of the clubs to do one of their open mics, just kind of work on some new stuff. And I was waiting around for about 20 minutes with the comedians out front. And I noticed they started doing shots. I was like, huh. For open mic, they must be really fucking nervous, right? Yeah, the club had moved, and they didn't update it on Google Maps, so I was in front of a crack house with some crackheads. Yeah, and I learned a valuable lesson with that. Comedians need to really start dressing better. No fucking idea. No clue. No clue. One of them was really sweet though. He came up to me with this like shopping cart of old electronics and he was like, you want to buy a scale? And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. He didn't offer me the fax machine or the disc player. You know, if you were really an entrepreneur, he would have sold me the crack and then I wouldn't need the fucking scale. As I was saying. Yeah, no thank you. A lot of my friends have actually lost weight on Ozempic. I'm sure you've all been hearing some things. I used to call it heroin back in the day, but now it's Ozempic. Yeah, but like they've lost a lot of weight, but just their body and not their head. So everyone looks like a fucking light bulb, you know? Or they're like those little air dancers in front of the car dealership, like. And, you know, I was tempted, because, you know, like she said, I'm thick. That was my intro, okay? I was tempted. But I read some of the possible side effects, and let's be honest, like, they kind of rush shots lately, like, let's wait, let's see what happens. If you grow a fucking tail, that's a hard pass, right? You know. I read some of the side effects, and one of them was possible blindness. So, yeah, that's what I need, is to be chubby and blind. I need that going for me. It can also cause explosive diarrhea, right? Because all I need is just, like, stumbling around, bumping into things like a shit pinata. I'm sorry about your wallpaper, I'll pay for it. No, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Spanx. Granny Panties 2.0 ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I'm 40, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Oh, they're so great. They just like suck everything in and squeeze it to the top like a tube of toothpaste. These are my knees. The doctor keeps asking to check my reflexes like every week. And last time I was at the appointment, he was like, new bra? I said, no, it's a knee brace. Thank you. Yeah. Another thing I like to do for fun is sometimes I have a few edibles and I do a little online shopping. Right? It's like a choose your own adventure game. Because I never know what the fuck I bought. I bought a car on Temu. I was like, wow. Don't think it's so wrong, but that's amazing. Wow. China's awesome. Yeah, I got some crazy stuff on there. One time a shipment arrived and it had pleather pants and then apple flavored lube. And I figured out, I'm like, the lube is to get the pants on. So it's like baking a pie down there. So gross. Little Debbie's got cakes. This tale's been following me since I was 5, dude. I'm Italian and Polish. Like, this is me in shape, so this is what's happening. Like, people were like, is she still wearing a diaper at 6? No, that's her body. Awesome! So awesome. I was very popular in Atlanta. So popular! I don't know why. It's so weird. Weird. One of the other really cool purchases I made while like doing really stoned shopping, I bought some temporary tattoos for my eyebrows. And I was really high, and I tried to put them on my dog. And they did not stick. And if that wasn't bad enough, I wrote them a review. And I said 1 star. My dog was very disappointed in this product. But you wouldn't know that because he still has no eyebrows. Yeah. I can tell you a time when it's not a great idea to do edibles. Let me tell you what I did to myself. Let me just warn you about something. 8 days in Vegas is too long. I expired on day 4. Like gas station sushi. Because I decided to try mushrooms for the first time. And shit hits different when you're middle-aged. Yes. There was a delayed fuse on that bomb. And I didn't think that they were working, so I added an edible to the mix. Yes. They worked then. And I know that because I joined a Japanese tour group. And the mushrooms convinced me that I could speak Japanese. In hindsight, the only word I kept saying to them was sayonara. They kept trying to like run away from me like a little shuffle, and I'd follow them and I would bow. For some reason, I'm no longer welcome back at the Bellagio. Not great. I need to stay out of Vegas. It's a little bit dangerous. My dad was a bit of a gambling addict, so I used to go there a lot as a kid. And I didn't realize that's what was going on. The roulette dealer used to babysit me at Caesar's Palace. And I figured out it's because he was holding on to me as collateral. And I had to stay with him for a whole week with Uncle Caesar because my dad wouldn't pay up. So now, the only gamble I like to take is checking that spam folder on social media. Ladies, oh, y'all got quiet. Don't look. Don't look. I just got a surprise penis this morning. My first micro penis. It looked like a baby bird had just hatched. And there's still 2 little eggs there in the nest of pubes. It was like the saddest Easter basket ever. Christ in return for that, you guys. And I said, wow, how unimpressive. And he said, keep this between us, please. But he didn't say please, he just said PLZ, so the please was short like his dick. Yeah, he was such a nerd. I'm surprised he didn't like take pictures at the actual Renaissance Fair. Like, look at my tights, look at my dick, look at my tights. I want you to remember something, guys, something very important before I go. Every time you send a dick pic, a lesbian gets a new tool belt. Yeah. I've been Lauren Rachel, thank you.